have three important factors guarantees this sustainability. First is the structure of banking sector and generally financial sector of the country. Financial sector of Azerbaijan generally serves non-oil sector, and this is quite important from development perspectives of Azerbaijan. Government has a very consistent strategy for non-oil sector development and generally diversifying of economy. And I have to note that today more than 85% of total financial sector assets, let's say, are regarding to this non-oil sector. During the last decade, non-oil sector of the country increased averagely by more than 10% each year. And having this consistent development for non-oil sector improvement, I think we have this first factor guarantees sustainability of banking sector. Second factor is we have very clear strategy for regulation and supervision of financial sector. This strategy based on contractive actions from the regulatory sides. And I can give just one example. Even today, local banks are, I say, overcapitalized. To address future challenges, Central Bank of country, Azerbaijan, decided to increase capital requirement for local banks by five times, from 10 million manats, it's more or less $10 million, to $50 million during next 1.5 years.
There is a lot of opportunities in Azerbaijan, and not only in oil and gas sectors. And everybody knows that Azerbaijan is rich of oil and gas, but not only for that. And Azerbaijan used to be and is agricultural country. And from this standpoint, it's huge opportunities in agriculture, and not only in agriculture itself, but in agriculture processing.
It's a place that I chose, or was chosen to spend over half of my career working on energy and democracy development and economic reform in this Caspian corridor, and especially in Azerbaijan. And one reason why I grew so passionate is because this country, Azerbaijan, which is geographically small, has an outsized influence on geopolitics and geoeconomics in the region. We also heard about diversification. Economic growth was at a record pace globally in Azerbaijan from 2005 to 2007, or maybe 2009, depending on how you look at the statistics. It slowed, maybe about 2.5% this year. But to me, the optimistic point is that non-oil sector growth remains high. I think it's projected to be around 8% this year. So the government is trying to create protections and investment opportunities in the non-oil sectors.
Azerbaijan is uniquely located to become the Singapore of this corridor, or the Dubai of this corridor. It's small enough, it's stable enough, it has access everywhere. Looking out at the 360-degree, not just a corridor, it can become a truly impressive location in this part of the world to produce, supply, and work with the region around it. So Azerbaijan is a huge agricultural potential, and I think it can export as well as consume. So if I had to go into these regions, I would say what comes out of energy, and I would go basically into building and supporting that. It could be maintenance, you know, all of those things.